Welcome to Whiteboard Programming, where we simplify programming with easy to understand whiteboard videos. And today I'll be sharing with you a fundamental NFT glossary that will help you get familiar with the jargons that are used in the NFT space. So let's get started. Number 1. Floor or floor price. It can be defined as simply the lowest price at which you can buy an NFT from that project on the secondary market. It is the most popular metric for tracking a project's performance over time and its relative success compared to others. Number 2. FUD. Now, FUD stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. The term is used in crypto and NFTs alike to describe negative news stories, tweets, Discord messages, etc. that are either inaccurate or completely false. You'll often see people point to FUD as the reason behind the large price drops in cryptocurrencies or NFTs. Number 3. Burn. To burn an NFT essentially means to destroy it. If only 5,000 NFTs are sold in a collection that was intended to consist of 10,000, for instance, the team may decide to burn the remaining 5,000. And there are some other projects that let their owners burn 2 NFTs to receive a new one or more rare ones as well. Number 4. Airdrop. When you receive an airdrop, you automatically get a certain amount of specific cryptocurrency or a new NFT dropped into your wallet for free. It's long been a common practice in the general crypto space, but has also become a popular way for NFT projects to reward their early adopters with new artworks, for instance. Number 5. 10K project. A 10K project is an NFT collection consisting of approximately 10,000 avatars. This type of NFT was arguably pioneered by CryptoPunk's collection in 2017, with many new ones following since then. They don't all have exactly 10,000 avatars though, but the term is used to refer to this type of collection rather than the exact number of avatars. Number 6. APIN. Now, APIN is usually referred to people who rush into buying new NFTs or coin without doing much due diligence or research. This term originated from the Apes Together Strong meme, and it is, however, always advised not to ape in any of the projects without having proper research and understanding on what you're buying. Next, number 7. DAO. Decentralized Autonomous Organization or DAOs are not governed by one single person or entity. The rules and governance of each DAO are coded in smart contracts on the blockchain and cannot be changed unless voted upon by the members of the DAO. More and more recent NFTs and metaverse projects are setting up DAO treasury in which the fund is collected from their NFT sales, and holders can decide how to use treasury and give direction to future projects. For example, Decentraland DAO. If you want to learn more about DAOs, I'll recommend you to watch this video. Link for the same is given in the description below. Next, number 8. Degen. Now, Degen is short form for Degenerate. It usually refers to people who often make risky and bad bets. In the crypto space, it can refer to people who invest in digital assets like NFTs without doing any due diligence. Number 9. DeFi. Now, DeFi stands for Decentralized Finance. Unlike traditional finance or CeFi, which is also called as centralized finance, where a bank or a company has control over your money, in DeFi, no one but you has access to it. Both cryptocurrencies and decentralized applications play important roles in DeFi, which are automated by smart contracts. If you'd like to learn more about DeFi, I'll recommend you to watch my video. Link for the same is given in the description below. Number 10. Avatar Project. An avatar project is basically the same as 10K project. That is a collection of few thousand NFT avatars like the CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Cool Cats, Gutter Cat Gang, etc. Next, number 11. Diamond Hands. Diamond Hands is one of the most popular slang terms in the world of crypto and NFTs. It's become its own meme, its own emoji, and even the theme of the whole NFT projects. A person with diamond hands is the person who holds to an asset throughout the price volatility, negative news, poor market sentiments, and whatever kind of FUD that you'll encounter in the space. Diamond hands can also be used as a verb. For example, she diamond-handed Bitcoin through the 2018 bear market. Next, number 12. Gas. Now the price for making a transaction on a blockchain is called as gas. When buying NFTs on a blockchain like Solana, gas is negligible. But on the contrary, on blockchains like Ethereum, however, a $50 gas piece is about the lowest that you can hope for. And it all depends on the activity of the network as well. Low activity means low fees, high activity means high fees, which leads me to the next term that you'll need to know. Number 13, gas war. Now that you know what gas is, gas wars are something which is very common occurrence on Ethereum blockchain and somewhat of a rite of passage for newcomers. When a popular NFT collection launches with almost 100,000 people fighting for 10,000 NFTs, you need to increase your gas fee and outbid others for transaction to go through, and this is what we call as gas wars. Number 14, generative art. It's arguably one of the key innovations in the world of digital art and collectibles in recent years, used to create all major collections like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Cool Cats, and Subducks, etc. In short, all NFTs in these collections have certain traits that are common, like clothes, skin or fur color, eye type, headwear, background color, what not. With 20 different types of clothes, 20 different types of eyes and 20 different types of background colors, etc., it's possible to mix and match these traits to create a collection of 10,000 NFTs that are unique. While the initial traits are handmade, each NFT is automatically created by a computer with random combination of all available traits, and this process of doing so is what we call as generative art. Next, MM. Now MM is shorthand for MetaMask, the most popular NFT wallet in the Ethereum ecosystem. Next, number 16, minting. When you're buying a completely new NFT from the creator, you're minting it. It's basically the process of creating that NFT on the blockchain. Number 17, metadata. I'll go with the non-technical and very simplified explanation here. The metadata of an NFT is essentially all necessary and unique data making that NFT exactly what it is. Perhaps most interestingly, the metadata defines how a piece of art or a collectible looks. That's why you'll sometimes have to refresh the metadata on OpenSea before you can see how your newly minted NFT looks. Number 18, Dutch auction. Now, the Dutch auction is a bidding technique that considers all bids for a given asset before arriving at the ceiling price, which gradually drops at specific time intervals. Next, number 19, flipping. Now, it refers to buying items at low price and selling them quickly for a profit. Flipping is gaining popularity in the NFT space where people buy and sell NFTs to make quick profits, especially during early stages of the projects when there are higher demands. Next, number 20, OS. OS is shorthand for OpenSea, which is the leading NFT marketplace on Ethereum network. Next, number 21, paper hands. Now, paper hands is basically the opposite of diamond hands and is another term that isn't NFT specific but is often used in the space. It refers to someone who sells something, for example an NFT or a cryptocurrency, at what is perceived by others as too low of a price. Just like diamond hands, paper hands can also be used as a verb. Someone just paper-handed an ape for 6 Ethereum. Next, number 22, Rugpull. A Rugpull is something I hope you'll never experience. It's essentially a scam where the people behind seemingly legit project disappear with all the money immediately after the launch. You might get an actual NFT in return for what you paid for, but it's most likely worthless and not even tradable on the secondary marketplace. Rugpull is often used as a verb as well. For example, I got rugpulled or simply I got rugged. You'll also see people on Discord simply writing rug to often spread FUD in the community of a specific project. Next, number 23, floor sweeping. It refers to someone or a group of people who keeps buying the NFTs which are listed at the lowest price, and similarly you can always see people on different NFT project Discord channels screaming sweep the floor to encourage members in community to buy NFTs at a floor price in order to raise the floor price of the project. Next, number 24, GWEI. Now, GWEI is also called as Nano Ether or simply Nano to denote the ninth power of a fraction of Ethereum. That is this figure of Ether, which is Ethereum native currency. You can even download a browser extension for current Ethereum gas price, which is also measured in GWEI. Next, number 25, IPFS. Now, the full form of IPFS is Interplanetary File System, and it is a protocol and peer-to-peer or P2P network for storing and sharing data on a distributed file system. Usually, NFT images are stored on IPFS services such as Pinata. Next, number 26, Moonboy. Now, Moonboy refers to someone who is not rational and has blind faith in a coin or an NFT project, no matter what, and bashes anyone who doesn't think the same. Next, Snapshot. In relation to airdrops that we just talked about, a team will often take a snapshot at a certain point in time to determine who's eligible. Everyone who held NFT X in their wallet at the time of snapshot on November 17th, 4 p.m. US Standard Time will get a free airdrop of NFT Y next week. Next, number 28, Whale. A whale is basically someone with a lot of money, either available to invest or already invested in a high value NFT project. Thus, someone with 1000 Ethereum in their account would be considered a whale, just like someone with 200 Bored Apes would be. Now, whales are important because of their power to move markets either upward by buying a lot from a given collection or downward by selling them rapidly. Next, 29, LFG. Now, LFG means let's fucking go. Pretty self-explanatory, right? It's usually used as an excitement phrase about new project launches, big NFT news, etc. Next, number 30, GMI. Another very popular abbreviation is GMI and is offspring of WAGMI and NGMI. GMI means going to make it. As for example, if you buy and hold this awesome NFT, you're gonna become rich and have a great life. More or less, WAGMI naturally means we are all going to make it. And NGMI, on the other hand, means not going to make it. Use these terms as frequent as possible to be perceived as a true NFT insider. Next, number 31, dead. It's simply a misspelling of dead, for instance, is used to refer a project that was rugpulled. Next, number 32, raids. Now, raids refer to doing a flash campaign on Twitter or other social media platforms, and do note that some projects like to use raids as a way of keeping community engaged in order to promote their NFTs. Next, number 33, Rekt. Now, Rekt is a slang term for wrecked. It's often used in the online gaming community and is used to refer to someone who has been totally ruined or destroyed. In the crypto community, Rekt refers to someone who has experienced severe financial losses because of bad investment decisions. Next, number 34, secondary market. After an NFT is minted, it can be sold or purchased on the secondary market such as OpenSea. Number 35, Shilling. NFT Shilling is when someone promotes an NFT project on social media as a marketing strategy. There are often Shilling channels on different NFT project Discord for members in the community to post links to their NFTs or other NFT projects they personally think has potential so that they can be viewed and potentially purchased. Number 36, Vaporware. Now, Vaporware refers to something that has been widely advertised but has not yet or will never become available. We need to be extra careful to avoid a vaporware at all cost and always be skeptical when something appears to be too good to be true. Next, WETH. Now, WETH refers to as wrapped ether, and it's a ERC20 token that represents Ethereum in 1-to-1 ratio. By conforming with ERC20, it allows for increased functionality across all kinds of applications that handle ERC20 tokens, which is often very useful for NFT offers and in DeFi. And please note that you can always convert your wrapped ether to Ethereum in 1-to-1 ratio, and vice versa is also possible. Next, YOLO. It's an acronym for You Only Live Once and expresses the view that one should enjoy the present moment without worrying about the future. It's also the investor mentality for some people who are willing to take very high risky investment decisions without thinking too much about it. It's not a very wise decision to have a YOLO investor mentality if you ask me, and you should avoid it at all cost. Next, number 39, P2E. Now, P2E stands for play to earn games. These are blockchain based games that use tokens to reward players. Next, number 40, Reveal. Now, this term is pretty self-explanatory, but its meaning in the NFT context may not be. For new generative projects, the artwork won't actually be created until the NFT is minted, and you won't know exactly what you're going to get until after you buy it. In other words, the art only reveals itself after it is purchased, and it's up to the creators behind the collection whether the reveal happens immediately or when the collection sells out, or with the delay of 24 or 48 hours for instance. Next, 41, DEX. Now, DEX stands for Decentralized Exchange. In a centralized exchange, the ownership of a coin is held by the exchange completely. In contrast, a decentralized exchange is a peer-to-peer marketplace where transactions happen directly between crypto traders without the need for a middleman. Some well-known examples of DEXs include Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and 1inch. If you'd like to learn more about decentralized exchanges, I'll recommend you to watch this video. Link for the same is given in the description below. With that, I hope this video was helpful to you and served value. If you love my content, feel free to smash that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, as it keeps me motivated and helps me create more content like this for you.